paralysis, no jaundice. I don't see any abnormal lesions. I'm going to just check for temperature. Skin's warm and texture is smooth. Charger is elastic. And look at her nails, and she's got pink nail polish on, so I can't check her capillary refill, but I can check it on the fingertips and wrist. Nails are smooth, uniform, and packed. And you put your fingers together like that. And she's got no clubbing. And so I'm going to move on to the hair. And sorry, she's got no signs of alopecia. The hair is thick, healthy, and there's no infestations or pestilence. Sorry. And I'm going to just overall inspect her scalp. It's normocephalic. There's no lesions, masses. And look at me and look at your, her facial features are symmetrical. Palpate her sinuses, maxillary. Anything hurt there? Frontal. Okay, sinuses are non-tender. And I'm going to go ahead and check cranial nerve number 5, which is trigeminal. Start with the sensory branch. So close your eyes and tell me whether I'm touching forehead, cheek, or chin.
Chin.
Okay, and I'll do the same thing on the other side, so all 3 sensory branches are intact. And you're going to check the motor branch, open and close. Alright, motor is intact of cranial nerve 5, and I also checked the TMJ. There was no clicking or malalignment. So I'll go ahead and do cranial nerve 7, facial nerve. Can I have you smile, frown, puff your cheeks out, wrinkle your forehead. Okay, cranial nerve 7 is intact bilaterally, and I'll go ahead and do the neck while I'm here. I'm looking for JVD, which I don't see. There's no JVD. I'm gonna check the trachea is midline, and check the thyroid. And check your lymph nodes. Pre-auricular, post-auricular, tonsillar or jugular digastric, submandibular, submental. You don't have to give me hints. No. Anterior cervical, posterior cervical, occipital, and shrug your shoulders forward, supraclavicular. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the eyes. I'm going to just look at the exterior eyes. The brows and lashes are intact. There's no lesions or crusts or any erythema. I'm going to look at the conjunctiva as pink. Sclera is white. I'm going to palpate the orbital area, any tenderness, and puncta is non-tender without any discharge. Going to check your pupils. Look straight ahead at me, and that constricted. And this one constricted, so she has direct and consensual response. I'll do the same thing on the other side. And now I'm going to check your extraocular movements. I want you to follow the pen light. Pupils constricted when she went in, so now I can say she's Perla, pupils equal, round, reactive to light and accommodation. Her, she has full extraocular movements through the cardinal fields. So now I've checked cranial nerves 2, 3, 4, and 6. The 2, when her pupils constricted, 3 was also when the pupil's constricted, as well as the extraocular movements. 4 was when she looked down and in. 6 is when she looked laterally. Let me go ahead and check your near vision. Could you cover your left eye? What's your right eye?
I was supposed to
by the
say
way?
my
Okay, and if you could read the lowest line, you could read.
4, 2, 8, 7, 10.
Okay, and so she's 20/20 in the right. I would do the same thing on the other eye. That's the Rosenbaum for visual acuity, and that also did check cranial nerve too. I'm going to check your visual fields. Look straight ahead at me. Stare at my nose. Tell me when you see the fingers. Okay. Okay. So she's got full fields by confrontation. And to conclude the eye, I'm going to go ahead and use the ophthalmoscope. And I'm going to, here, I want you to pick a spot on the wall, stare straight ahead. Red reflex is intact. Let's see healthy vessels. Just keep staring straight ahead. It's too bright for me to see the optic disc. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the ear. I'm going to start with the external ears. And the pinna are without any lesions. They're symmetrical. There's no deformity. I check for tenderness. Does anything hurt when I push on the tragus? And I'm going to check grossly check hearing with the whisper test. Could you cover your left ear? Can you tell me what I said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and cover the right ear. Tell me what I said? Okay, so hearing is grossly intact by the whisper test. That is cranial nerve 8, acoustic. Now I'm going to do the Weber test. Okay, can you tell me, do you hear this more in one ear or equally in both ears?
More one. Equal.
Equal? All right, was that a question or an answer?
Answer.
Okay, so there's no lateralization. The Weber is normal. Then I'm going to do the Rhine, Renee, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. I'm going to find her mastoid bone. And tell me when you don't hear it vibrate anymore. Okay, can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so air conduction is greater than bone conduction. That's normal. I would do the same thing on the other ear. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the otoscope and look inside the ear. So I'm going to pull the pinna up and back. And the canal is clear. There's minimal cerumen. There's no erythema. PM is flat, gray. Has a cone of light at 5 o'clock. Intact. And looks good. I'll do the same thing on the other ear. Don't break the equipment. So let me go ahead and do the nose. So I'm going to start externally. Symmetrical, no obvious deformities. Breathe in. Breathe in. Okay, both nares are patent. And look at internally. Okay. Look up for me. Turbinates are a little boggy. Any allergies? Septum is midline. There's no severe erythema.
I know, it's coming out.